Hey folks, welcome to Southern Game Reviews. This is a short review of the Nintendo Switch, so let's get started. So this Nintendo is owned by my son, as you can tell with the, the stickers on the back, the red Joy-Cons, and also that's his favorite color. But anyways, the Switch has a multi-touch touchscreen, so that means you can, touch multiple times, and 6.2 inches with a screen resolution of 1280 by 720. It comes with 32 gigs of internal storage, but you could, insert a micro SD card up to 2 terabytes. The CPU is a 200 megahertz octa-core, so 8 cores, which is pretty crazy. NVIDIA custom Tegra processor, which was specifically designed for the Switch. It has built-in Wi-Fi, and if you're playing on the TV, while it's docked, then the Nintendo can be connected with a Ethernet cable. It has Bluetooth for wireless earbuds, Bluetooth speakers. The video quality is up to 1080p, but that's only if you're playing, on a TV. But, like this is 720p in handheld mode. The system, it charges through a USB-C, your typical cable, or on the dock. It has stereo sound and includes, a little headphone jack somewhere. Yeah, up there at the top. But yeah, it's a really nice piece of equipment. But yeah, it has a 4310 milliamp lithium ion battery. The battery lasts about 4.5 to like 8 or 9 hours, depending on, what games you're playing and how much, you're asking of the CPU to dish out. So for instance, let's say you're watching a movie on Netflix, which wouldn't ask much of the CPU. So the battery would last quite a while. Now, if you decide to play games like Crysis, can it run Crysis? Which which requires a ton of computing power. The battery wouldn't last anywhere near 9 hours. Now, the pros of these guys, the Joy-Cons, the pros are the fact that they're very nice and well made. The right Joy-Con, it has a infrared camera, and that's for use with a small library of games like, old Wii games that you could play on it. A couple that I could think of is, Mario Galaxy. Well, I guess that's about it. So the Joy-Cons, they both have accelerometers and gyroscopes, so you can play certain games with motion controls. Each Joy-Con can be configured as a single controller, so you would, pop it off and, just hook it up that way. And it doesn't give you no hassle or confusion. You can switch and go back and forth. Joy-Cons are really related to the Nintendo Wii because, you can point and, on certain games. But either way, it acts almost the same way as it did 16 years ago when the Wii came out. Now, the cons with the Joy-Cons are they're just uncomfortable to hold unless they're like really small. And it doesn't take away from the usability aspect, but after a while of playing the system in handheld mode, your hands feel like real strained. Of course, there's other third-party controller options which are bigger and more comfortable. Unfortunately, many do not have motion control or even, a vibrate function. The system itself is really well made. It's not creaky and making weird noises. But yeah, let's take a look here. So yeah, it looks like Mario Kart 8 was Jesse was playing it last. But also another con is this little kickstand. It's just like it pops right off, and so it's pretty much useless. But really, that's the only downside of the system that, me personally. So, in conclusion, I feel that the Switch is an all-around solid console. And with more AAA titles being released for the system, which in my opinion, foretells a bright future, as Nintendo used to be pretty much exclusively child-friendly games. If you aren't aware of what, AAA games are, it just means the game was developed by, a top-tier developer with a large budget. Activision, games like Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, BioShock, etc. So, let's take a look here. It's not bad. See what we can do. It might be a little difficult because I can't really see what I'm doing too great here, but Piranha Plant Sign 3DS. See, that's what's cool, with this, they allow you to get, special things from the old Mario Kart games and all that. Yeah. Okay, so, you get the point. But either way, it's super solid, it's, as I was saying, like AAA games, you got, let's see here. So you got, BioShock Infinite, Borderlands, Doom, Grand Theft Autos, and that's something that Nintendo used not to do. So, anyways, in conclusion, I feel the Switch is an all-around solid console. It's just, honestly, if you feel like you're on the fence about purchasing a Switch, I doubt you would be disappointed. It's well worth the money if you happen to acquire one. It's a great system all in all. So, alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, like it and subscribe. There's bound to be more videos down the road.